I stood in our apartment, my apartment now, staring at the suitcase she'd forgotten. Not forgotten, left behind, like everything else she didn't need anymore. The job offer letter was still on the counter, Vice President of Marketing, 6 figures, corner office, everything I'd spent 7 years building for her. She'd signed it this morning, kissed me goodbye, and by noon, she was gone. I met Emma when she was working double shifts at a diner, drowning in student debt, 1 semester away from dropping out of community college. She had this fire in her eyes, this hunger to be more, but no roadmap, no connections, no way forward. I was already established, senior analyst at a Fortune 500 company. I saw her potential before she did. Finish school, I told her on our 3rd date. I'll help you. And I did. I paid her tuition, bought her textbooks, proofread every paper at 2 a.m., introduced her to my network, got her an internship at my firm. She graduated top of her class. I was in the front row recording every second. We moved in together a year later. I proposed on the anniversary of her graduation. She cried and said, "You saved my life." I believed her. I got her the entry-level position at my company. Then I mentored her, late nights reviewing her presentations, coaching her before big meetings, sharing strategies I'd spent a decade learning. She was brilliant. She learned fast. Every promotion she earned, I celebrated harder than she did. Marketing coordinator, senior specialist, manager, director. Each step up, I was there, editing her resume, prepping her for interviews, connecting her with executives. 5 years in, she was making more than me. I didn't care. I was proud. "I'm interviewing for VP," she told me 6 months ago. "That's amazing," I said. "Let me help you prepare." We spent weeks on it, mock interviews, strategy sessions. I even reached out to the hiring VP, my old mentor, and put in a word. She got the job. The same day, she got something else. A text from someone named Jason. "Can't wait to celebrate with you tonight." I didn't confront her. Not yet. I scrolled. Weeks of messages. Months, maybe. Jason was a VP at a competitor firm. They'd met at a conference I couldn't attend because I was covering her workload while she traveled. The messages were careful at first, professional, then flirty, then explicit. "He's sweet, but he's not ambitious like you. You've outgrown him. He was your training wheels. Now you're ready to ride." I read every word, every knife. She came home late that night, smiling. "I got the offer," she said, waving the paperwork. I smiled back. "I'm so proud of you." She kissed me. I tasted the lie. Over the next 2 weeks, I watched her. She started working late, stopped asking about my day, checked her phone constantly. I said nothing. I just collected. Screenshots, emails, calendar invites marked private, a paper trail of her unraveling us. Then came the morning she left. No fight, no warning, just a note on the counter. "I need to focus on my career right now. You've been amazing, but I need someone who's at my level. I'm sorry. I'll send for my things." That was it. 7 years. Reduced to a post-it note. The first week, I didn't eat. The second week, I didn't sleep. I'd lie awake staring at the ceiling, replaying every moment, every sacrifice, every time I chose her future over mine. I turned down a promotion once because the travel would have conflicted with her schedule. I burned bridges with a recruiter because the job would have meant relocating, away from her career. I built her, and she left me in the rubble. Friends called. I didn't answer. My boss noticed. I said I was fine. I wasn't. But somewhere in week 3, something shifted. I stopped crying, stopped spiraling. I got cold, calm, calculated, because I realized something. She didn't just leave me, she used me, and she was about to learn what happens when you burn the only bridge that held you up. I made a list. Every executive I'd introduced her to, every contact in my network she'd leveraged, every piece of advice, every strategy, every lesson I'd given her. Then I made a second list, every person she'd burned on her way up.
Coworkers she'd stepped on, assistants she'd belittled, people who smiled at her in meetings and trash-talked her in private. Turns out Emma made enemies, lots of them. She just didn't know it yet. I started with my mentor, the VP who'd hired Emma. "She's talented," I said carefully, "but I think you should know what kind of person she really is." I didn't lie, I didn't exaggerate, I just shared. The messages with Jason, her new boyfriend, mocking the company culture, her plans to poach clients the moment she switched firms, screenshots of her laughing about old-school leadership in the executive team. My mentor's face went stone cold. "Thank you for bringing this to my attention." Emma's start date at the new firm was 4 weeks out. She'd already given notice, burned her bridges, publicly celebrated her exit on LinkedIn, excited for my next chapter. But my mentor didn't fire her. That would have been too easy. Instead, she was reassigned to a project no one wanted, a dying product line, no team, no support, no visibility, just her, alone, trying to resuscitate something everyone knew was already dead. Her final 4 weeks became a professional nightmare. Meanwhile, I reached out to Jason's company, not directly, through a recruiter friend. I asked a few questions, learned that Jason's firm had a strict no fraternization policy between employees and competitors during active recruitment. Emma had been in negotiations with them for months, while dating Jason, while he was feeding her insider information. I didn't report it. I didn't have to. I just made sure the right people started asking the right questions. 3 weeks before Emma's start date, Jason was let go. Conflict of interest. Emma called me. First time since she left. "Did you do this?" Her voice was shaking. "Do what?" I asked calmly. "Jason was fired." "I'm sorry to hear that." Silence. "You ruined this for me." "No, Emma, you did that yourself." I hung up. 1 week later, her offer was rescinded. "Upon further review, we've decided to move in a different direction." No explanation, no second chance. She had no job, no Jason, no safety net. She tried to go back to our company. They told her the reassignment was a performance improvement plan. She'd failed. They wished her well. She started reaching out to my contacts. Every single one ghosted her because I'd already reached out first. Not to trash her, just to let them know she was going through some things and might not be in the right headspace for new opportunities right now. They got the message. 6 months later, I saw her LinkedIn, open to opportunities. The photo was older, from back when we were together, when she still smiled like she believed in something. I didn't gloat. I didn't message her. I just moved on. I got the promotion I delayed, started dating someone who saw me, not what I could do for her. Rebuilt. Then one night, I got a text. "Emma, I'm sorry. I was wrong. I miss you. Can we talk?" I stared at it for a long time. I typed back, "I helped you become the person you wanted to be. You left because I wasn't enough. Now you want me back because no one else will have you. That's not love, Emma. That's convenience. Good luck." I blocked her number. She thought I was her ladder. Turns out I was the whole foundation. And when she jumped, there was nothing left to catch her.